Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War chant is going full throat. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will start this game off. The Sunshine State is so rich in talent. The players have known each other in many cases for a long time, and that brings the intensity to a fever pitch.
And they do not like each other, Reese. 3 of the 4 years that I was a part of this rivalry game, there were bench-clearing brawls in the middle of the field before opening kickoff. This game just feels different.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. He's looking to throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Glenn. A strike downfield. Afterburners coming. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Florida's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college, didn't start playing football until later, and in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurgeon.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter.
Running toward the tape. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line this week.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute...
Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. On the run, it's ball. And the Noles will keep this drive going. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. From the gun, the ground game. On the move is the 30. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? And the Seminoles are on the move. Leaves it with the running back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Just steamrolling his way through. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well stick with him. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Ready to...
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He'll pull it down and run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gators line up to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He's got great speed. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Past the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Give to the single back. He's loose at the 15. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Be proud, the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll try the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Using the quick game. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Steps away to find some room. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Renegade was feeling his oats the last time these two got together as Florida State blew out the Gators.
And with that win, it just carried so much momentum throughout the rest of the season for the Seminoles and in the offseason as well. This is one of those games, if you win like that,
just steamrolling the defense. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll throw it on first down. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. To the ground with the back. At the 20, he's got space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. He's got 98 yards rushing, and he gets closer and closer to a 1,500 yard. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
At the 35, he's got room. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lagway. And they got him for the sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. Oh, left him grasping for air. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Handoff to the lone back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Tosses it back. Going for it all. And it's caught inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over Wake Forest. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw, it's flag wave. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll... Marker, it'll be 4th down. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for
all kinds of running room. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Knowles. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Coming out with it, it's Pope. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Going to the running game. Open space at the 25. He's loose. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown.
Florida, number 13.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for them.
There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Seminoles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, gentlemen. Seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do when these two teams and fan bases get together in the Sunshine Showdown. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it back. And the returner will be knocked down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He'll field the punt.
Returner brings it out to the 38. And your Florida State Seminoles will take over.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Looking for space. It's ball. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the ground. He's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable.
Just plowing down the field. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. It's ball. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on. That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the second half, and they are now running away with this thing. Big plays all over the field have the Noles now looking good.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
On second down, wants to throw it. Caught near the sideline, it's Pope. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Snagged in the middle, it's Hill. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
He wants to throw it again. Feeling some heat. Finds his man. It's Daniels. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Daniels. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for a tackle for the loss.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Coming after it. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Unit is on the field. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Field goal is good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play out.
He is smashing people. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Quarterback checking the play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Connection to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arkansas State looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Red Wolves. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on second down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Brings up second down.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running. The expressway is wide open. Smashes through the tackle. sees him in open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown Seminoles! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Pope. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The offense set for a first down play. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give as they work on that clock. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that lead.
The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.
Got it.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Slide 22. Get set.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Noles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to...
He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long from the 45. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gators send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.